We're in Hong Kong, a wonderful part of the world. Great to be back. Hustle and bustle of downtown. The Halloween celebrations have been in full flow over the last couple of days. A hot tourist spot. People coming from all over the world to get their snaps and get some culture. Wonderful cricket. Some fantastic cuisine. It's match 11 from Mission Road Ground, Mongkok. Australia against Nepal. Both sides had a wonderful day on day one. What will day two hold for these nations? We had 2,000 fans in yesterday and we're expecting more of the same today as the games heat up and the action makes its way towards the knockout stages. Well, for Nepal, same team, Ryan Campbell. They were brilliant yesterday. What do you like about these guys?
And they were brilliant. It actually took me aback a bit that how well they played, how easily they were hitting and clearing the ropes. They were absolutely fantastic. I think they go into the game full of confidence, but they're up against a very, very good Australian team. There's one change in that Australian team. Pattinson is going to have a little rest this morning. But again, it's a very, very strong lineup for Australia.
Yeah, Andrew Feckerty is in. So look forward to seeing how he goes about his business. We are going to have another action-packed day. 10 more games to entertain you from, it's 8:30 local time. We'll go through to about 5:30. So we've got Australia, Nepal and India, UAE. That is a huge game. India versus UAE. India were absolutely walloped yesterday against Pakistan. New Zealand, Oman, well, New Zealand have had a pretty poor time, truth be told. England, I saw some of England last night. They were looking a little bit down and out.
Yeah, they've been a little bit disappointing, the England outfit, but it's all about what the Nepal can do today. These two young men, the captain, Jura, he was absolutely outstanding yesterday. And they're going to take it to the Aussies early, I have no doubt.
Well, Sam Heasler had a good day yesterday as well with the ball.
10,
9,
8,
7,
6,
5,
4,
3, 2,
1. Let's go.
Well, day two of the Hong Kong Sixers. Yesterday was fantastic. 209 sixes. Bat dominating ball. What will day two have in store? Left arm spin to get us underway. Oh, a juicy full toss. That should have really gone distance. We'll give him a little bit of leeway because it's 8:30 in the morning. Hoggy, how are you? The biggest smile in the world.
Neil, I'm fantastic, mates. Absolutely fantastic. Sensational. Get up early. Get off to a good start.
Well, hit leg side and Dan Christian has his fielders in the correct position. How was your evening, gentlemen? Hoggy, Cambo, how was your night? What did you do?
Very good, mate. Very good. But you're complaining about starting at 8:30, mate. If you're down in Australia working in the shearing shed, you would have been up and gone by 7:30. So stop complaining, cricketers. We should be starting earlier.
Cambo, anywhere post?
Mate, then there's normal people who get up, but, you know, with young kids. I was at the Kowloon Cricket Club last night, actually.
Well, this is a wonderful start here from Sam Heasler. Look at this for an over. 4 balls, just 3 singles on a dot. Brilliant off your own bowling. That's where you have to dominate. Tall man for a finger spinner. Must be, 6'3". Did well to get down. Now then, we're just seeing Yorker after Yorker. This is as good an over as we've seen thus far.
Got away with it beautifully here. He's bowled nice and full. The Nepalese batters haven't been able to get underneath him yet so far. So good for Australia.
Oh, you got to finish well. You didn't. He went for the Yorker. One too many times. First over done. 10 without loss. but again, 10, that's a great number. Australia against Nepal, two sides who had a wonderful day yesterday. Australia, one change, Andrew Fekete into the side. As Patterson is out, he's having a rest. Nepal, unchanged, no surprise there. We're going to have a look at him now. What can Andrew Fekete bring to this Australian side that we haven't seen thus far?
I'm just going to be interested to see if he goes length or go for the Yorker like Heslett.
Oh, he's going to get hit for sixth. That's what he's going to do. That's not a great start.
Well, if he's going to keep bowling like that, he won't be in the team next game, but he's a bit of a late bloomer to first-class cricket. He debuted when he was 28, so he's awarded the Ricky Ponting medal as the best player down in Tasmania 2014-15, but he is a fantastic player. He's been a really good acquisition for Australia in first-class cricket, so just adds depth to what we had down there.
Yeah, and Tasmania, a lovely part of the world, Hobart, rated the third happiest city to live in Australia. I saw that on some social media a couple of days. Third happiest, and WA, Perth. Oh, you weren't there. You weren't in top three. Oh, flip leg side. It's going to be a boundary.
What? We weren't in the top three. Are you kidding? Is that a vote done by just the Victorians or something, or the blue baggers from Sydney?
When they do those assessments or that little marketing research, we always get the pessimists from WA to put their voice up, because it's a great place and we don't want anyone to know about it.
Ah, I see. That's clever. Down leg side. It's going to be wide. Good keeping. Alex Ross behind the pegs did really well there. Made good ground. Managed to hold on when his elbows hit the turf.
Very good piece of fielding. The wicky's not a full-time wicky, let's be honest, but he's done a pretty good job there. Good footwork. Fekete looks like he wants to dig the ball in to this pitch to see if there's anything in it early. Not convinced that's the right length.
Well, it's more the line. The line is awry here from Fekete. It's leg side again. It's a lovely flick of the wrist. Almost Azharuddin-like.
This is a beautiful shot from Sandeep. He was very impressive yesterday, and again impressive against Australia.
What I love about watching Nepalese cricket, and I was lucky enough to, coach against them a lot when I was with the Dutch, the support they get all around the world is absolutely fantastic. Fekete going around the wicket now.
Still leg side. It's a lovely little pickup. It's an expensive over this. 23 off it so far. Change of angle did not help.
2 to come as well. Got 3 on the leg side, but if you're just going to attack the pads, you don't have any defence down our fine leg, you're going to cop it.
Sandeep Jora, look at this, 24 striking at 400, played so well yesterday. 54 not out yesterday off 13. Now straight up in the air. Can you get there, Andrew Fekete? Can you? Spills it. Spills it. Oh no.
Oh, the Nepalese fans are happy. They're up and about early. But this is an opportunity to drag back the over, and he's put it down.
Pumped. Finds the gap. What an over that is. 29 off it. 39 without loss. Well, the Hong Kong Sixes, it's a 20th edition. 12 teams split into 4 pools of 3. Each team will play the other side once in their pool. Top 2 into the quarters, and the bottom ranked side go into the pool league. You don't want to be there, England, but you are. A little bit of spin. Wood, left arm wrist spin, and who better to talk us through it than Brad Hogg? Left arm wrist spin, going the journey.
Not the start that you want as a left arm leggy. Had good flight there. Plenty on it, just the wrong length.
Sliced. And sliced all the way for 6. 50 up.
Well, if you're going to try and rip it and get that heavy spin on it, that overspin, you've got to get it on a good length. You just can't be on that half volley length. So you're either trying to hit the good length or you're darting it in on that Yorker length. Wood just hasn't quite got it right yet.
There is protection in the offside, but he's not going to get there. This has been an exceptional start here for Nepal.
Well, that wasn't too bad a ball from Wood, but this is Fekete before. Dropped on 24 Sandeep, and Fekete's just laid a leg there. Has not got the hands on it.
A rarity. What do you make of this start, Ryan Campbell?
Fantastic. If you're a Nepalese fan, you're right on top of this game. Wood, he's bowled, what, 3 step hits to start the over. Needs to drag it back. Again, better length. The last 2 have been a lot better length. And, you know, listening to Hoggy obviously talk about left arm leg spin. But he's got to find his length. He strikes a ball on a 6 every 4.8 deliveries this lap.
Drags his length back, and a sweep shot of sorts. Away to the boundary. What a wonderful start here. 3 overs bowled, 59 without loss. A couple of cracking games. South Africa, Pakistan, that's a beauty. 2 really strong sides. Both sides have won the tournament 5 times. More wrist spin. Fawad with his leg spinners, have always liked him. Always found he's an excellent leg spinner in all formats of the game, actually. Fawad. Now, who do we like here? Australia, Hong Kong. That should be a cracker. Good length, Brad Hogg. Driving the ball into the surface, the leggy.
He's putting a lot of energy on the ball as well. Little spin. You've got to make sure that you get it up in the air and you get that drop and drift.
Sweep shot. Top edge, Alex Ross. Alex Ross, can you? Whoa, now then. Right in front of me, Ryan Campbell. Where was the dive?
Yeah, he thought about it. He thought about it. I reckon he was just not quite committed to getting the kit dirty this early in the day.
They get free laundry, you know. One-hander, all the way. Could have been caught the ball before. Now he pumps one for 6.
Well, that was just a flatter delivery from Harwood Ahmed. Previous deliveries, he slowed it up, tried to get a little bit of loop and made it difficult for the batters to hit, but that one was just too easy. And again, too flat, too full, gets the punishment.
Well, he got a life. Sundeep on 24. Put down by Fekete, should have been taken. It was a bit of a gift really, but he is making Australia pay here. Are you watching Kathmandu? Pokhara, are you there? We love you, Nepal. Oh, beauty, 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 beauty. Doctor finish. Now they might get one. They're going to sneak it by. I love that. That's what the 6 is all about. 4 overs bowled, 74 without loss.
The big side of the wind, Christo. Yeah.
It's a little bit chilly, dare I say it, it's a little bit chilly today. Yesterday was very warm. Now Dan Christian, captain of Australia. This was a beauty, a lovely way to finish the over. And then Alex Ross just says, I'm going to play a bit of 10-pin bowling and give you a bye. Needs to deliver here, Ryan Campbell. Dan Christian has to step up with the ball.
He does, and he started with a bumper first up, which, look, always nice to see. But then you think to yourself, well, if you bowl that and then show it first up, you can only bowl one for the over. Now he's going to have to go to his, I guess, variations and taking pace off, changing in the field. He's going to move another one over to the leg side. He's going to bowl round the wicket, trying everything, the old boy.
He's trying everything. He's only bowled one ball. Sundeep, 43, not out. Oh, beautiful. What a star this young man is. Captain, delivering again.
It's a very good shot. Oh, I got to say, I'm not convinced about coming around the wicket to him. I feel like you're bowling into his wheelhouse.
What's the wheelhouse, Hoggy?
Your favourite.
One-hander again, losing a little bit of shape, but still delivering. 50! Back-to-back 50s for the captain. Wonderful innings. He marches off with his side in a terrific position.
Well, that's a wonderful innings from Sandeep. He's really put Australia under pressure. And Nepal, 82 for no loss. I've got to laugh about this delivery because he's just changed the field the previous ball, and that's where the fielder was the previous ball, but because he got a finer, Sandeep, he changed the field, pushed it behind square a little further, and that's just good batting from Sandeep, understanding where the fielders are and finding that gap.
Bibek Yadav is the new man, and what a platform to come in at. Oh! Up she goes, into the stands. 6 first ball for Bibek.
Whoa, that went a long way back. I don't think that even touched the stands. I think that's over the back. Dan Christian under the pump now.
I think Australia are in a bit of trouble here, because Nepal's bowling is very strong. Brad Hogg, if they get another 20 or 30 here, in a really strong position.
Yeah, their pass score would have to be 120 to really put Australia under pressure here. But their bowling is good. But if we look at the better teams yesterday, 120 is the score that's going to put them under pressure.
Well, they should get there, really. Now, no timing, but it's only 43 metres over extra cover, so enough. 5 overs bowled. Nepal, 94 without loss. It'd be lovely on this graphic to happen.
Left arm over.
Well, another action-packed day here in Hong Kong. 10 more fixtures, some mouth-watering contests. South Africa, Pakistan, for me, is going to be a cracker of a game. Stay with us for the day. Settle in. Saturday, rest up. Wood for a second. Interesting call this, because he got pumped for 20 in his first over, and he's been pumped for 4 the first ball of the last over.
They did this yesterday. They went to him for their second over, so it's obviously something they've spoken about at length. But he is seriously under the pump in this last over.
Clubbed away leg side, taken in the deep. Very, very good catch. Sam Heaslett in the deep. I thought he may have bowled this over using his height on the fence.
Good piece of bowling, that, just loaded up, causing Lokesh to hit it a little lower. He couldn't get enough to get over that fielder. That's a great piece of fielding in the deep. It was a tough chance. It was going like a rocket. But Nepal, 98 for 1.
Narayan Joshi, the new man. A little bit of whiff. Well, the over started with a boundary, but since then, excellent from the wrist spinner.
He's bowled well. This was the wicket. Just didn't get the elevation, and he's on the boundary line. He's a big lad. Jumped up and took a specky.
Again, in the game, a better catch. Makes the ground, Heaslett tracks the ball and gets his fingers underneath.
It's not a bad option having Wood, just a little bit of extra height, a little bit of overspin as well, and just making it difficult for the Nepalese batsman to find those boundaries out the back end. And Bebek is on his way for 12. And Nepal 99 for 2.
Come back.
Yeah, 10 off the first. Yeah. Rashid Khan. That's 6. 100 up. That's how you do it. Just hit it over Heaslett's head.
Well, he was the man out there, Heaslett, but able to get under that delivery. More elevation. Hit it clean as a whistle. 6 runs. Important 6 runs for Nepal.
Big ball, this last ball of the innings. Just 11 off the over. 17 off the over. Turns it into a really good over for Nepal to finish. 111 for 2 off their 6. 18 and a half and over. Beautiful clean strike and a lovely way to finish the first innings of match 11 here on day 2 of the Hong Kong Sixes. Nepal, very productive with the bat. 111 for 2 against Australia. Well, Ryan Campbell, that's an impressive looking. Match 11, Ryan Campbell, 111 for 2. Give us your thoughts on that Nepalese batting display.
I thought it was fantastic, Sandy. The skipper led from the front once again. Really put the Australian bowlers to the sword early doors. Probably bowled, like I said earlier, into his wheelhouse, which is that leg side. Scored so many of his runs just behind square. Got him off to an absolute flyer. And is it enough? We don't know. If they bowl well, which we've seen them do, they're right in this contest. But as you can see, there were so many balls that he hit to his favourite deep square position.
Yeah, very impressive batting once again. Bowling, they started well with Heaslett. 10 off the first over. Expensive in the middle, but Wood, that last over, went for 17 but picked up 2. A decent bowling display, you would say. It's match 11. Australia and Nepal, who had 2 excellent victories yesterday. Australia needing 112 runs to win from their 36 balls. Should be a cracking run chase here in Hong Kong. Okay, let's get downstairs to Corky for the toss of match 12.
Match number 12, and the 2 captains and match referee are with me, Mr. Gandhi, Asif Khan, of course, Robin Uttappa, who's the home captain. He'll get the coin. Give it a flick, Robbie. It's tail from the UAE captain. It has come down. It's come down ahead. Robbie, you happy with that? What are you going to do first and why?
Wait, let me just think about this. We're going to have to bowl first.
And is that because obviously a lot of captains yesterday looked to win it and bowl?
Yeah, also the fact that we've got mostly batters, and we need we need as much that cushion for us, and I think that cushion for us comes more from our batting than from our bowling, and so we feel bowling first will be important for us.
You're an experienced cricketer. Tell us about conditions out there. It looks an excellent surface.
Oh, the surface is really good. I think the Hong Kong cricket have done a great job with the surface. I think in the atmosphere, the setting's great. I wish we had a little bit more bowling in our stocks, but this is what we have, and we're going to try and make the most of it.
Any changes to your team?
No, we're keeping the same side.
Good luck. What would you have done? You've lost the toss. You're going to have a bat first. What would you have done first?
Yeah, good for us. I will win the toss. You have bat first. I will set good total, at least 100 above. After that, we'll stick there, inshallah. Opposition is a good team. I will give it a try.
I was going to ask you that. Playing against India, they're a great opposition to play against, and some massive names, including this man here.
Nothing planned. This is a 6-over game. Try every ball, bang, out of the park.
Okay, well, good luck.
Thank you.
So the news from here, hang on, stay back here a minute. The news from here is that India have won the toss. They're going to have a bowl.
Robin Uttappa winning the toss and acknowledging that they carried more batters than bowlers, and he wants to field first. Good to have you, gentlemen. Ryan Campbell and Brad Hogg. 111 is what Nepal have managed to put on the board. Is that going to be enough to challenge the Aussies?
Well, it's an interesting one because I thought in some of the games yesterday, 120 wasn't enough. But Nepal have bowled so well yesterday. I think they can defend this. You know, Australia obviously probably will feel that their noses are in front. But I still think if Nepal can get a good over in early, I think the pressure's going to mount on Australia very quickly.
Here come the Aussie openers. Now, one of them has to do the job that Sandeep Jora did for the Nepalese. I wonder who it is going to be. But we're in for a cracker. 112 is the target. Australia have won both their games. Hoggy, it's not as hot as yesterday. Is Australia going to turn up the heat now? Come their chase.
Well, I hope so, but Pratish, I was very impressed with him yesterday. The 2 overs that he bowled against England were sensational. They were right on the money. If he gets the ball to swing, I can see a couple of early wickets here to Australia and Nepal, putting them on the back foot. But I still think they're 9 runs short of par score here to really put Australia under the pump.
It'll be Pratish who will start the bowling for Nepal. Made 13 T20s in the past. Got a decent strike rate. And it's Wood to take strike. There's the first ball. For a second. You have to run. Single to start off proceedings.
What you can expect from Nepal is some very good fielding. They were outstanding in the field yesterday, and they put everything into what they do in the field. Some good catches are required if they're going to defend this total.
All right. That good length area, and that's Just a single. This is a quiet start, Hoggy. Singles. No boundaries, no sixes yet.
It's only 2 balls, but it's a nervous start for Australia. One thing Nepal and India do is play a lot of hard tennis ball cricket, which would be very similar to sixes in some regions.
Oh, it's up in the air. Is it a fielder? Yes. Gets the fielder, and that's Heaslet. That's a wicket in the very first over. It sets Australia back.
And that hardball tennis would help with their fielding, and also changes in the way that they bowl with the deliveries that they are going to challenge Australia with. And Patish, again, just sense.
GAC Motor.
Just trying to overhit it. It's a brilliant catch on the in the deep. Easy as they come. Australia lose their first, 2 for 1. In a bit of trouble.
The big man, the captain, is at the crease. That goes to the fielder once again. Wealth of experience for Dan Christian. He's already got a 50. But take a look at what they have to chase. They've already lost a wicket. There's a huge responsibility on the man.
Mate, this is a massive wicket. Hazlett was so good yesterday. High ball, didn't get it anywhere near the middle of the bat. And that is a big wicket for Nepal.
Brilliant over until now. That's going to be another single. And 4 on the board for Australia. And take a look at that experience that we were talking about, Dan Christian. He's won 9 domestic T20 titles. He's played for pretty much all the teams there, hasn't he? Brisbane, Melbourne.
Played for everyone, old Dan Christian.
And that goes out of the park. The first 6. And it's Dan Christian easing the pressure of Australia. It's 10 for 1 at the end of the first over. Narayan Joshi with the second over. Two back-to-back sixes for the Aussies. 16 for 1, and we go to the dugout where Nashi's got a very special guest alongside her.
Oh yeah, I have a very special guest here, Suren. I've got Indian player Kedar Jadhav here with me today for a quick chat. Now, Kedar, how are you feeling about being part of the Hong Kong Sixers?
Very excited. Growing up, in back in the time where we were young, we always used to, watch these games on television, and we always wanted to be part of such a tournament where, it's entertaining, it's short, the location is awesome, the host of the nation is also they're very caring, encouraging, and that is what you want as a cricketer.
And how's your Hong Kong experience been so far? Are you enjoying the city?
I am definitely enjoying like never before, and I'm grateful to the God and to the opportunity I have. I think this is a wonderful place where we come, we play a short game, which is hour. Just it takes hour to finish one game, and after that we have a day, to chill, to go out, and we have many of our colleagues we have played in a few years back, and then now again we are playing together, especially wearing India jersey. That too in Hong Kong, it's a special feeling. It's like it's a dream come true, especially if you are a big fan where you want to get entertained and you want to entertain as well by your cricket.
All right, well, thank you so much for chatting with me. All the best today for facing UAE.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Nashi, and thank you to Kedar Jadhav. India will be in action up against UAE at Australia. The second over has gone to plan. That's the third six of the over from Jack Wood.
Jack Wood on fire here. He's absolutely taken care of this over so far. 3 sixes and a 4 to date. He batted so well yesterday, and he's a big, tall lad. Bowls some left arm leggies, Hoggy, but he can hit the ball out of the park.
I was just amazed how well he actually hits the ball. It was dynamite against England yesterday, and he's just showing his true worth right now against Nepal. This is what you need, quality all-rounders in your team in this competition.
Another full toss, and once again dispatched. That has been an excellent over until now for Australia. They've only dealt in 4s and 6s. First one back out of the ground. Second is a boundary, and then 2 towering 6s. Another boundary. A ball remaining. It's been an expensive over from Narayan Joshi. Can he end it strongly? Smashed on the ground. That's another boundary. It's been an expensive over. 30 of it. 40 for 1 at the end of 2.
Right arm over.
$40 for 1. The captain Dan Christian is at strike. He's got Jack Wood for company. Australia managed to knock off 30 runs off that second over. Rashid Khan into the attack. Gentlemen, we've got a game on our hands. Seems like this chase is going to be very adventurous.
Yeah, 100%. It's one of those targets, isn't it? 111. And if you bowl 2 good overs, even 1 good over, you feel like you're in front of the game. But these Australian batters just will be trying to dominate from the outset to really put the pressure back onto Nepal.
We had 1 good over from Pratish, but the next 3 fixtures, India taking on UAE, New Zealand taking on Oman, and then England, possibly one of the teams being India and UAE. Now, ladies and gentlemen, 41 for 1. And India, they're coming off that huge loss against Pakistan. It was pretty one-sided, but these are the pools. India play UAE, and 2 teams will make it to the quarterfinals, and the team that comes in third will go into the Bowl League. That is a huge game. And then, of course, England got their task cut out. Went on to Australia. Got a cracker of a day lined up. That's a good ball. Surprising they didn't go for the double.
Excellent bowling, though. I know that Dominic Cork when he was having a look at the pitch, he spoke about how to bowl Yorkers and where he should be bowling Yorkers. And these young lads from Nepal, they need to hit the spot, because they know if they miss by a fraction, Dan Christian's going to be all over them.
This is turning out to be a very good over. 3 singles, but the man, Dan Christian, he had a great knock. A 50 of just 13 deliveries. That's what they need, Hoggy, don't they?
Well, they do. They just don't want to let things meander on and let Joshy control things with this over here. It's just been sensational over from Joshy, but that innings yesterday from Dan Christian was just dominant against the English. All pass of the ground. Short balls, full balls. They had no idea where to bowl to him.
And Nepal clearly do, because he's played 4 deliveries. Only got 9 runs on the board. Things are slowing down for Australia, and just when you say that, Jack Wood smashes it into Kaloon.
We didn't have to do anything different, Josh. He just had to look for those Yorkers. He tried the slower ball on that good length. He didn't quite get that good length. It was too full, and that's just easy pickings for the powerful Wood.
Now Rashid, 1-6 in this over of 4 deliveries. He's kept things relatively quiet. At this stage, Nepal were 55 for no loss. And that's another 6. They need some more of these lusty hits. Jack Wood, second 6 of the over. Rand still. Australia need more.
Of course they need more, but if this bloke stays here, he's got 12 up his sleeve. Well, he's only got 6 up his sleeve now before having to retire, but he's the guy that's been able to change the, I guess, the feeling of the innings. Every time he's on strike, you think it's going out of the ground.
Identical scores at this stage for both sides. Australia finished strong. That's the 50 for Jack Wood of 12 deliveries. 3 back-to-back 6s. That has been a phenomenal innings. Australia slow start. 61 for 1. 50 of 12 for Jack Wood.
Then left arm over. Center.
Alex Ross comes in to join Dan Christian. 61 for 1. And Pratish, who started off the the Nepal bowling, beg your pardon, comes back for his second over.
Yeah, this is a good move. You've got to try and get the breakthrough here, get Dan Christian and Alex Ross out and really put the pressure back on Australia. Go to your trump card.
And he's on the mark with his very first ball of the second over. Gets Dan Christian. Is bowling straight, and that is a huge blow for the Aussies.
Hoggy just mentioned that they needed to bring their best bowler back and get a wicket, and what a wicket it is. Dan Christian, he batted so well, he's out for 9, and he's on his way, and Australia are 61 for 2.
Three over 61, Australia still need over 50. As Fawad Ahmed comes to the crease.
If I were Ahmed out the bat, into bat, lower order bat, I'd bring one of the deep fielders in and try and keep him off strike rather than keep him on the boundary.
Just like that, Hoggy. 2 batsmen at the crease. Australia needing a mountain.
Well, that's the wicket there. I'll go the other way, Hoggy. I would say that they should do a Hong Kong and he should just knock his stumps over and hurry up and try and get Wood back in. Run yourself out, mate.
Pratish. Third delivery. And while that's flying, that'll ease some pressure off Australia. There's been a very good over. Wicket of the first delivery. Now a 6 from Alex Ross.
Well, it was a beautiful ball to Dan Christian where it just seemed in off a good length, but he was looking for the Yorker there to Alex Ross. Didn't quite get it. And got dispatched.
Fourth batter to hit a 6 today of the very first delivery that they face. It's a good short ball, and that goes to the boundary. Been 4 deliveries, 11 runs.
Yeah, very good on the short ball, Alex Ross, the sweepologist. I wonder if we're going to see some of that come out a little bit later on.
Alex Ross was awarded the Bradman Young Cricketer of the Year award in 2016. It's a full delivery, really good delivery, but a really good shot. Smashes another boundary.
Well, it's a good ball, but sometimes in this tournament, when you've only got 4 fielders, those good balls are going to go for 4. And the bats these days are a little bit heavy down on that toe. And that enabled Alex Ross to be able to get full value for the shot.
Right, final delivery of Pratish's spell. 15 of this over. And a Yorker to finish things off. What a spell from Pratish. 3 wickets for just 24.
That's fantastic bowling. Bit of variety. Going for the Yorker. Again, executing it well. Not giving Ross any room. That's under the nose. That's how you bowl the Yorker. Brilliant bowling by Pratish. Alex Ross out. Australia 76 for 3.
Right, 36 required of 12 deliveries. And Fawwad's at the crease. Picari joins him. There's a man sitting in that dugout, itching to get back into the middle.
Yeah, they're going to have some spin here from Nepal. Knock your stumps over, Australia. Bring the retired batter. We saw it yesterday in Hong Kong. The 3 blokes ran themselves out. The Aussies, you just need one. Get your man back.
How good was that ball from Pratish? That is high up in the air. And it's got the distance. That's 6.
Well, I don't think we need wood. There's a bit of forward motion going on here.
A little optimistic. That 6 takes Australia to 83. 29 required from 11. Fasten your seat belts. That hasn't got the distance. Fall short of that fielder at long off.
The brotherhood, your spin bowling brotherhood, you just want to keep batting. Get out there, Hoggy, and tell him, get off the ground, mate.
Oh, it's been a very good over. Ryan Campbell is absolutely distraught right now what he's watching. Jack Wood still in the dugout. 6s are hard to come by. Even Picari has got a little smile on his face. Nothing there. That's a boundary. The equation is down to 24 of 8. No long off. And now the fielder goes to long on. Hoggy, what's happening?
This is why the batters used to throw to the fielders. in those tough circumstances when bowlers need to have the bat in hand. The batters were always helping out the bowlers in Australia, and this is where we're going to see the best of Fekete and Fawad Ahmed with the bat today.
And that was a wide. Oh, that is another great ball. They managed to sneak in a bye there.
Smart by the keeper, not running the batter out.
Someone tell these blokes what's going. Read the script, lads.
Don't think the Nepalese boys want a wicket. They're pretty happy keeping Fawad and Fekete at the crease. Don't want Jack Wood to come and hit those mighty sixes. Well, they do get a wicket. And Lokesh picks up Fawad. And that means Australia are 90 for 4. One more over to go.
Fawad Ahmed out for 8. Australia 90 for 4.
Jack Wood is back at the crease, but he's at the non-strikers end. 22 required of the last over.
Foz Nepal here. I'd be bringing the fielders in, not letting Fekete get off strike. If he gets the 4, that's fine. But if you can get a couple of dots on him and he gets a couple of boundaries, you'll win this game. Bring the field in. Don't let Wood get on strike if you can avoid it.
Ryan Campbell is at the edge of his seat. Here comes the first ball from Bibek.
Well, now your retired batsman finally gets on strike. He's got 5 balls to score 21 runs. What a waste of the last over. These blokes. Ego got in the way. I want to bat. Hoggy, tell them, get out of there.
You just want bowlers come over, get punished, and not be able to have the excitement of trying to find a boundary themselves.
Exactly.
Selfish mindset from batters. Selfish mindset.
It's a cracker for sure. And that's a dot delivery. Is that out? No, it's not out. 5 of 21 is now 4 of 21 is what Jack Wood needs to get. It was his 13th delivery. So close.
Yeah, the pressure is mounting now. The retired batsman coming back in. He had 5 balls to win the game for Australia, and he's up against it.
The Nepalese crowd, the volume's going up. A huge delivery coming up. That goes to the boundary. 17 of 3. 3 sixes should do the job.
Oh, keep that foot behind the line, young man. Do not bowl a wider or no ball. 3 sixes needed off the last 3 balls. A script writer couldn't do it even better for you, Hoggy.
Well, we could even have the first draw of the tournament. 2 sixes and a 4.
There's anticipation. And that's another great delivery. Has he won the game for Nepal? Bibek Yadav. No sixes yet. And those expressions, those emotions on the Aussie faces tell you the story. 16 required of 12. They really messed this up, didn't they?
Well, I got to say, Australia's tactics were very puzzling. They had an opportunity to get their retired batter back in with probably an over and a half to go, but instead they wasted some balls, and now they find themselves out of the out of this game.
That's a happy Dominic Cork, and that's another wicket. 1 over from Vivek to close out this match. Jack Wood, the half-centurion, came back, but Vivek on the money.
Wonderful performance from Nepal. Deserved winners of this fixture. Bowled brilliantly, batted brilliantly, but didn't finish that brilliantly.
And what a win for Nepal. They edge out Australia by 11 runs. What a terrific final over from Vivek Yadav. And also a worthy mention to the captain.